Hey guys, this is my 1998 Toyota Landcruiser rolling on General Grabbers 315. Where's the number? 315 right there. 315, 75, 16s. They're not a true 35, but they're pretty damn close. So a couple things you need to do to fit these big boys on here is the tires need to be spaced out about like 1.5 inches, or not 1.5 inches, 1.25 inches. So you need 1.25 inch spacers. So I got some spider tracks on all four wheels. Another thing that I did was, which is optional, are the 1-inch body pucks right here. So you can see them. That's a 1-inch spacer just to lift the body up, because without it, at full stuff, these tires, when they're fully compressed, would hit this this fender right here, and you don't want that, because it'll fold the whole fender. Yeah, so you're gonna need the 1-inch body lift. The other option would be making these bump stops down in here bigger. So I think Wheeler Off-Road makes some, but I opted for the body lift just to make it a little bit taller, and I didn't want to like lose any compression or travel or up travel, right? But I'm running only 1.5 inch OME lift kit, so nothing big. You don't really need a lift, honestly. But if you guys have sliders though, you really need to take this in account, because when I first put them on, I went off-roading, and the sliders were moved a little bit forward here, so they were kind of like a little more forward than this fender right here, which made it quite prone to rubbing when your tire is turned. So this was just sliding on this edge right here, so I had to move them back about 1 inch. But you totally have enough clearance, because if you look in the back, you still have about 1.5 inches, and these tires are just going to go straight up in the back, so you don't have to worry about it rubbing. Let's see, another thing, if you have a front bumper, like the stock front bumper, I just took mine off, but you're gonna need to trim just the section right, that would be like right here, because you're gonna get a little rub from the end of the lip. So you can kind of just go straight across, or just follow a nice line if you want, but you can kind of tell that when you put them on. So there's one more thing that you're gonna need to fit these things on, and is right in here. These pinch welds, right? This pinch weld right here is it's quite far out, so I just took like a big sledgehammer and just slapped it in, and just kind of pushed it more towards the vehicle, like more towards the middle, so that you don't get any of like the sharp lip right here. So if the tire does contact, it won't cut the tire. I did quite a terrible job cutting the fender liner. I just kind of cut it, but you're gonna have to either like heat it up and push it in, and get it out of the way, because it will rub, or you can just do what I did and just cut it off. It's not really too necessary. I mean, it just, you're gonna fill this little hole with some dirt, but I mean, it'll be okay. Let's see here.
The radiator.
Oh yeah, so.
Oh, your phone is pretty hot.
Oh dang, it's all over the place. All right, so in the case, if you want to do the body lift, it's gonna lift the body, and the radiator right here is connected to the body, so the radiator is gonna be lifted up a little bit. So this fan shroud right here, this plastic piece that pretty much protects, or kind of funnels air into the radiator, is gonna have to be either trimmed. So I trimmed it. It's hard to see, but at the bottom I trimmed it. Trimmed it a bit just to just so the fan right here doesn't rub. But a lot of people, if you want to make it clean, you could remount this this fan shroud, I think 1 inch down, so the fan won't hit.